Hello everyone, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Welcome to UDAAN Deepak YouTube channel and I am Deepak. So let us move on to what now? Discussion of most important, that is English I will be dealing now, and in that I will be starting with what all the summaries in short. I am not taking much time in not more than 1 hour I will be finishing entire thing. Okay, so ellaru nan joti enaiti start madona. Amina is there, I can see Bal Krishna here, I can see Khaja, then I can see Gautam. Hello Gautam, nice to see you here. Then Om is there, then I can see Saurabh is there, then I can find Darshan, then we can find Siddharth and Krishna here. I hope my voice is audible everyone. Yes. Then we are having what the most important here. Sanjay is with me. Then I can Janvi is with me. Then I can see many people here. Yes. So yes, Parshuram. Hi Parshuram. Nice to see you here. Then Prajwal is there. Then Tamim. Many students have in line with me here and supporting me. And Sania, Keshavmurthy. Then Nahida. Faizan, hi Faizan, Mahalakshmi, Ashwin, Gangadhar, so many students, so many students are online. And so let us move on to what English first language I will be doing now, and in that you will be having 10 lessons, 10 poems and 3 supplementary reading I will be doing. So nimge ಏನರ ಡೌಟ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು, ನೀವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ, so that I can get to know. Okay, many students are online and taking the advantage of this live classes. So fast ಆಗಿ ಏನೈತಿ ನನಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. Kannada second language, they definitely dear. So let me finish off this first ಇದು ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನೈತಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮುಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಏನೈತಿ ಹೋಗೋಣ. So I hope the screen is visible properly and I can see. Yes, okay. Yes, so ಏನರ ಡೌಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ನನಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ. ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಡಿಯರ್. ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್. Riya Pawar is there. Hi Riya. Then Swapna, then Darshan Bakle. Hello Darshan, nice to see you online dear. Love you dear. So you are online here. So then we can see Mahalakshmi, Keshavmurthy. So nice to see. Not wasting much time, let us move on to discussion. And one thing is, ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನಾಗಿರಿ, it is not that you have failed, you did not perform well due to some problems. So don't keep any stress. So you know that no problem is bigger than your life. So ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಏನೈತಿ, ರಾತ್ ಗೈ ಬಾತ್ ಗೈ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮಂಡೇ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಫೋಕಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಅಡ್ಡಾಡೋದು, ಹುಚ್ಚರ್ತನ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಬರೀ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಏನು ನೀವೇನು, so commitment kodi, and you promise that in this 15 days you will do better. Definitely you will do. You promise to yourself that you will be consistent for the last 10 days now, so that you can clear all the subject ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಸುಮಿತ್ 83%, excellent Sumit. Yes, so let us move on to what answers now. Yes. Yes, so fast ಆಗಿ ಏನೈತಿ, Mahalakshmi, okay sir, please upload soon in the evening. Yes dear, I will do it. Sir, when will you take Kannada second language? Kannada second language ನಾಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಐತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತು ತಗೋತೀನಿ, but today evening I will begin with what maths. Okay, so yes, so fast ಆಗಿ ಏನೈತಿ, somebody Abhi Chavan, anyone single, ಏನ್ರಿ ಇದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಮಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗೋದು ಹುಚ್ಚರ್ತನ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. Okay, try to focus on studies. Keshavmurthy, maths in the evening I will come dear. Start madona. Yes, third language Kannada, maths I will do dear. Sir, yesterday I call you, Sandhya Kakati is asking me, you call me. Yes dear. So let us move on to English now. Nan joti ನೀವು ಪಟ ಪಟ ಕೇಳಿ and make sure that you learn this. Okay, so I'll not take much time. So in half an hour, how much it is possible, all the lessons at least I'll finish. Na ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನೈತಿ ಕಣ್ಣಾಗಿ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, because same thing will come in exam. Any question they ask, try to write the summary of that particular lesson or poem, that is sufficient. Okay, so fast agi nan joti ile nodi. So first lesson is what, a wrong man in workers paradise. Yaar bardar heli, a wrong man in workers paradise is written by Rabindranath Tagore. So what he says here, just with me you read once, so you can ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿ ಸಾಕು, that only will come. So yes dear, so he is teaching English, please don't disturb him. Mahalakshmi is telling, thank you for support Mahalakshmi. Okay, so see here, I'll just start with what the very first lesson, that is a wrong man. You know that the man had never worked on earth believing in beauty, he had only painted and sculpture. You know that the wrong man, he wasted his all time doing useless work when he was alive. But the moving finger ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ನು ನಸೀಬ್. You know that wrong man ನಸೀಬ್ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ, mistakenly after his death he was taken to where workers paradise. Who does that mistake here? The mistake is done by whom? It is done by aerial messenger. You should know here, aerial messenger has done this. Okay, 96%. Okay Sandeep, congratulations dear. Then we can see here, but the moving finger made a mistake and then the man was taken to what? The man was taken to the workers paradise after his death. There people knew only to work. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಕರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಡೈಸ್ದಾಗ ಏನೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೈಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅವರು, ಬರೀ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಒದ್ದಾಡತ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಆರ್ಟ್, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಶಿಪ್, ಲವ್, ಡ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್. ಏನು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಂಚ ಏನು ಇರ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್, ಒನ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಅದರ್ ವರ್ಕ್. The man sat dreaming and was near of everyone. So every day he used to come in between the people and he used to disturb them. One day what will happen, one magic will happen. Suddenly who will come? A girl will come into his life. A girl who came to take water. So torrent andre ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ, torrent it means near flowing water, we call it as torrent. And pitied him for having no work and offered some own. So what she is doing, simply you are sitting, so what does she does is she offered him some work. What do you want anteli keltade, you want some help. Then the man said that he had no time for work and asked a picture to draw. Picture means what? Picture doesn't mean this picture is different. This picture means what? Yes, this picture means you should know here, the meaning of picture is the pot. Okay, remember what is the meaning of picture in this case? Heli, what does this picture mean? Ee picture andre picture hakodalla. Remember, this picture means pot. This picture, and you know what is the picture? The beer glass, we call it as picture. So you have seen the beer glass in which the beer will you drink. So that is nothing but what? Picture. Adak picture anta heltadi. But here we are not talking about this, we are talking about this clay picture. Clay picture means madka pot. Okay, that is what you should know here. And what he asked is, you give me your picture, तो मड़का दो, मैं उसके ऊपर क्या करता, ड्राइंग बनाता करके. उन्हीं बोलती नहीं. देन एवरी डे उन्हें पूछता, एक दिन तो उन्हें क्या करती हूँ करके बोलना ही, उसके पास ऑप्शन नहीं था. After some persuasion from the man, the girl gave her picture, so he got succeeded in that. The man ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, he drew what? Colorful pictures upon the picture. When the girl asked the meaning of those, the ಏನು drawing, the painting what he has done of no use, like a first standard children, how they draw lines and how they put colors. So hand he has done, there was no meaning. She asked, what is the meaning you have drawn? So what does he say is, he answered that the pictures need not have any meaning and they serve no purpose. Then the girl got very impressed with him. See, even though he was a useless man, the girl got very impressed with him. The girl looked intently at the pictures at home, so she did not sleep in the night. ನೋಡಿ, ರಾತ್ರಿ ಆಕೆ ನಿದ್ದಿನೇ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಿಡ್ ನೈಟ್ದಾಗ ಎದ್ದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳ್ರಿ ಆಕೆ, ಶಿ ಚೆಕ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೈಟ್, ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. So that is what you should know about home, and was very fascinated by them. She became slower in work thinking about the picture. So akino ongati enadlu lazy agbitlu. Then the next time when he asked for the ribbon, so I think you had been to Goa. Goa ಒಳಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎರಡು ಕೂದಲ ತಗೊಂಡು ರಿಬ್ಬನ್ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಕಲರ್ಫುಲ್ ರಿಬ್ಬನ್ಸ್. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಅವ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ he asked her hair to be colored ribbon, to put the colored ribbon. The next time when he asked for the ribbons, she gave to him more readily than the previous time. She became slower than before in her work. Like her, not only her, all the girls in the workers paradise, they started wasting their time doing useless work. And finally what has happened is the elders got worried. Ellaru alle kuntadda ellaru ಏನು ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, they got worried and they got anxious. And they got influenced by art and started neglecting their work. The elders in the workers paradise, they got worried and told the man to leave the workers paradise. He cheerfully, the man started to walk away when the girl also ran behind him and joined him, leaving all workers paradise wonderstruck at the meaningless act. So even what has happened is the wrong man's act got what? So the girl got impressed again. She joined his hand, and all the workers paradise, they got surprised to see such a meaningless and useless act here. Okay, so I hope you people are connecting everyone. If you are finding this video helpful, ellaru like ಮಾಡಿ, share ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು subscribe ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು ಮರಿಬೇಡಿ. I hope the first lesson everyone got. Very simple, it is nothing so useless lesson only, I can say, no meaning and no purpose. Now coming to very beautiful second one. Tell me who has written elixir of life. Yaar bardar ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? C.V. Raman. So who has written the elixir of life? It is written by, it talks about water, and you know that here whatever the question will be asked, you should not write of your own. You should make sure that you should write what the C.V. Raman has said, ada baribeku. Remember what C.V. Raman has said, adanna ನೀವು ಬರಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡಿ. See here, sir, C.V. Raman calls water an elixir of life. So tell me which is the imaginary elixir of life and which is the real elixir of life. ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ. Which is the real elixir of life? The real elixir of life is water, and the imaginary elixir of life yaad heli, it is divine amrita. Remember, divine amrita is what? The imaginary elixir of life. So this one you should know here. Then presence of water is difference between sandy barren desert and a fertile green valley teeming life and vegetation. And you know that water has played a significant role in shaping history of earth. Water bodies, especially the rainfed tanks. You know that water rainfed tanks, the tanks which get fill in South India, okay, when during rainy season, okay, sun tank irtavu, they dig the ground and they make small tanks. We call them it as rain-fed tanks. Only they are common in South India because rainfall. In North India, Kashmir kale ella rain barange illa because there is a snowfall. So like this you should able and capable to see here. So next nodi, one mark question again. So which is see rain-fed tanks common in South India and add beauty to landscape in countrysides. Then coming to next, what he says about this remarkable fact about water is its power to carry silt. So tell me what does meaning of silt? Silt means what? Soil. So you know whenever it rains heavily, what it does is it carries the soil along with the minute particles of rocks and deposit. Then flow of water is constructive when it deposits previous silt. Then what is soil erosion? Fixed question for 3 mark. Everyone should remember this. Yes, ellaru by heart ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು, because in social science also you are having same thing, you should copy paste here. So here what can you see is soil erosion ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ? When it floods, heavy rain ಬಂತು, ಎಲ್ಲ soil ಅನ್ನು ಏನೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. That one we call it as soil erosion. Erosion means taking away of top layer of the soil. We call it as what? Soil erosion. See, soil erosion happens gradually and is noticed when it results in deep gullies and ravines. Sudden burst, this is the definition of soil erosion. Sudden burst of excessively heavy rain, slope of land. So, ಈಗ land slope ಐತಿ, ಜಾರ್ಕಿ ಈ ಗಾಡಿ ಐತಿ, if it is a slope, ಸರ್ರ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಏನೈತಿ ನೀರು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ what will happen is the water will flow. So, that is what they are telling. So, ನೋಡ್ರಿ, slope of land ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, removal of natural vegetation, that is plant, existence of ruts and absence of any barrier to check the flow of water are causes. Then how can you control? ಈ soil erosion ಅನ್ನು control ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? Is there anything? Yes, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಹೊಲ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ, what will you do? ಈಗ soil erosion ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ನಿಮ್ದು ಇಷ್ಟು ಜಾಗ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, suppose you are having this much land, you try to construct what? Bunds, humps ರೀ. ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕರ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಹೌಸ್ ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್, ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಂಡ್ಸ್. Okay, so how to prevent soil erosion? Tell me. Soil hari hogbardu. For that purpose we'll do what? Construction of bunds. Then terracing of land. Land ಈಗ suppose ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಈಗ ಸ್ಲೋಪ್ದಾಗ ಐತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ? ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ಸಂಬಡಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ 100 rupees. So much people started showering now money. Nishant Raj, he is, so last time I think he has donated 2000 I think. So when I took the last class, now people are showering money in the comment section. Thank you so much dear. Even a small contribution from your side will add value to the channel. So sir, I have studied what you have taught in maths revision. Is it enough to pass? And when will you start maths revision? In the evening I will come maths revision, Nishant. So but I heartfelt thank from my side that you are contributing such certain amount. So you are adding value to the channel dear. Okay, so thank you so much dear. So I yes, so let us move on to this. So somebody is asking him why did he do that, and Sabah Fatima, okay, very good. So most of the students are supporting not only through this monetary, and you see that there is a website here, www.udaandeepak.com. There also you can visit and you can get access to the videos and PDFs. Possibly we are just it is in development phase, and if you want to order books, so you can PDFs and all you can go and order there. That provision also we have made it in that channel only. Okay, so yes, let us move on to what social dear. One day before exam I will be taking Gangadhar. Okay, so Kalal is there. Sir, physics के 10 question important करे, pass हो जाएंगे. Definitely Uma, I will do. So yes, let us move on to this. See, if you see that if the land is sloped like this, if you are making your land like this stepwise, what will happen? This is called terracing of land. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? Terracing. What is meaning of terracing? If your land is like this slope, it will carry all the soil. If you do this terracing of land, the water will go, but the soil will be stored here only. So that one we call it as what? Terracing of land. So how to prevent soil erosion? Remember at least 2 to 3 points. One point is terracing of land. You should make the land stepwise. Construction of bunds. So bunds construct ಮಾಡೋದು, humps construct ಮಾಡೋದು, speed breaker ಗತಿ. Then to check the flow and adaptation and practice of counter flowing you should know. Now moving on to the next one. Water is an inseparable part of life. So water, it is not only needed for plants but even animals. Even as humans we need water every day. Without water nobody will survive. Then not only that, वाटर से फिर क्या कर सकते बोलो? रिवर्स मिलते, हमको स्ट्रीम्स मिलते, ऑल दैट वी विल बी डूइंग. एंड यू कैन सी दैट वाटर से फिर क्या क्या होता बोलो? कंजर्वेशन. वी शुड सेव वाटर. दिस पैरा, कंजर्वेशन ऑफ रेन वाटर विल बेनिफिट द रूरल एरियाज टू. डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इंटरनल वाटरवेज आयतु. हार्वेस्टिंग ऑफ वाटर, and we can generate what? Hydroelectric power. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ generate what? Hydroelectric power. So Joe Falls in Karnataka, we have many falls. So you falls li ಏನೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ, we are generating electricity. We should thank to this water, and it will benefit rural economy. And you should know that water is both commonest and most uncommon of all liquids. Its powers are not yet fully realized. And the last third in your first part is everybody's favorite, that is the gift of magi, written by yaar helri? Tell me, Henry O. Henry has written this. Yaar bardaru? Oh Henry, and it is a love story where the love between Jim and Della is showcased. Okay, so both Jim and Della, they sacrifice their precious possession in order to protect their love, in order to show their love towards each other. So ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದ್ರಿ ಜೀವನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಕೈ ಬಿಡಬಾರ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಬಂದ್ರು. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್, ದ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಜಾಯಿ. ಸೊ ಭಾಳ ಮಜಾ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. No, yes. So who are magi here? Here magi ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಜಾ ಮಾಡೋದು magi ಅಲ್ಲ. So tell me what is meaning of magi. So ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ magi ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು? See here, remember magi means what? Magi are the three kings. So if they ask who are magi, who were magi? Magi were the three kings who followed stars in order to present, okay, in order to present costly gifts to baby Jesus. When the Jesus was born, at that time what did these three kings does is they gave gifts to Jesus. So those we call it as magi. Okay, so that only you should know here what happened. And you know that Jim and Della both they loved each other and they married. It was a love marriage, and due to some financial recession, Jim and Della, they went to very poor place, and they became very poor. They are leading very struggling life in London. Okay, so at that time, how even though they being very poor, how they sacrifice their precious possession, that is what we will see in this lesson. Okay, written by yaar heli? O Henry. Nana pudukori, it is O Henry. The story follows Jim and Della. Remember Jim and Della, it is the story of both Jim and what? Della. Young couples, they are very young couple. ನೀವು ಹ್ಯಾಂಗೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅದಿರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಂಗೆ ಅವರು ಏನೈತಿ ಯಂಗ್ ಕಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರು, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೂ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲಿ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಭಾಳ ಬಡವರು ಇದ್ರು. And they live in the rented flat. In flat ittu, but use iddidilla. Post box ittu, adrolli letter ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಬಟನ್ ಹತ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂತ ಬಡವರು ಮನೆಯೊಳಗ ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ಮಂದಿ ಇದ್ರು. ದೆನ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಈವ್. ಈವ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಈಗ ನಾಳೆ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಐತಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, 24th ಡಿಸೆಂಬರಿಗೆ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಈವ್. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ, ಏನರ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಗಂಡನಿಗೆ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್. So Della wants to give Jim a gift worthy of him despite saving months. Aki kade ಎಷ್ಟು ರೊಕ್ಕ ಉಳಿದಿತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? She saved only $1.87. Remember, she saved 1.87. There were two prized possessions. So ಏನಿತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿ, ಡೆಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ಏನಿದ್ವು, she has beautiful hair, knee length hair. ಸೊ ಆಕಿ ಕಾಲು ಏನೈತೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಮೊಣಕಾಲ, ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ನೀ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತನ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಹೇರ್ ವೇರ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಲ್ಕಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ಬ್ರೌನ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ವರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೇಡಿಂಗ್. ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಕೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಲ್ಕಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ರಿವರ್. ದೇ ವರ್ ಫ್ಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. Then Jim has the gold watch handed down to him by his father and by his grandfather. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವನ ಕಡೆ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿ, ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಚ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದು ಅವರು ತಂದೆಯ ಫಾದರ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ 3 generations he is getting. And what has happened next is Della decided ಏನರ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಈ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಮಸ್ ಐತಿ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಭಾಳ ಹಟ್ವಾದಿ ಇದ್ಲು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡನ್ ಇಸ್ ಶಿ ಗಿಫ್ಟೆಡ್ ವಾಟ್ she thought of selling her beautiful hair to buy gift for Jim. How much money she paid? Can somebody tell me how much money she paid for this her hair? $20. And to whom she gave the saloon lady? What is the name of this saloon lady? The name of the lady is Madam Safrani. This one you should remember. So this one will come for reference to contest. So will you buy my hair ant bandittu? So this line is said by the Della to Madam Safrani when she decided to sell her hair for $20. Then she buys, aki ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, she buys a simple platinum fob chain. This platinum fob chain for Jim's watch. So that one she will buy, and she wants to give to him as soon as he returns from the work. Then for how much dollar? $21. Della returns home and awaits Jim's arrival from work. The moment Jim sees her, and you know that she was looking like a boy now because she had not completely shaved her head. She only cut her hair, boy cut anta ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಷ್ಟ half cut she has done. As soon as she has seen ಏನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, she become very much surprised. ನೋಡಿ, full surprised. So it has happened in London, so hanಗಾಗಿ react ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. But if it happened in India alla jagada ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. But luckily it has not happened in India. Okay, so next thing what can you do here is, ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ what can we do here next? ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? See here, he is in a trance-like state and can't take in the fact that her hair is not there. Della understands Jim's reaction once she sees gift and he got for her what he has got, you know. Yen tandiddare ava, what was the gift? He got what, 3 combs for her, but they were of useless because she had cut off her hair. So you can see here, she sees that the gift, they were set of expensive tortoise shell combs she had been admiring for long time. That means before, many days back when she had been to market, she asked him to get it, but because of his poverty he did not get. So he sold his watch and by selling watch he got them to her. When Jim sees the gift she bought for him, he says that he sold his watch to buy the combs for her. The magi, already in the beginning I said, the magi were the wise men, the 3 kings who started to practice of giving gifts at Christmas. Della and Jim are very wise in that they sacrifice their prized possessions to give each others the best Christmas gift. Yes, so I think you are connecting here. Ellagu tilakatiti. Now coming to the most boring, that is Louis Pasteur, Conqueror of this is yaar bardari idu E.H. Carter. This is full of experiment. Around 10 experiments are there. All the experiments ಏನೈತಿ ನಿಮ್ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಏನೈತಿ ನೀವು ಏನೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. ವಿನೋದ್ ಬಂಕಾಪುರ್, ಹಾಯ್ ವಿನೋದ್. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. E.H. Carter. Louis Pasteur ಏನದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಭಾಳ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಾಳ. You don't feel like you are studying English, you are studying science, so much lengthy it is. See here, you can see Louis Pasteur was born a tanner who had worked in Napoleon's army and had been honored by him. French alli, France alli huಟ್ಟು ಬೆಳೆದಾನೆ, and you know he was one of the member of Napoleon's army. Louis devoted his life to the study of bacteria. Remember, bacteria ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು questions already ಓದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರಿ. And which are present everywhere. Where the bacteria are present, they are not only present in air, water, soil, but also in plants and animals also they are present. Some of them are very harmful and some of them are very useful bacteria here. Louis first ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, brewers. Who are brewing? Brewers means those people who produce alcohol, we call them as brewer. So ಅವನದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಅವ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾನ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನನಗೆ. His work is appreciated for the brewers, breeding silkworm and keeping cows. For all those he has helped. How did he help? Let us begin to discuss that. Louis born in France. He studied chemistry and became a chemistry professor, and you know that his beautiful wife became his assistant. Okay. Then when Pasteur was appointed head of the college at Lille. What is Lille? It is a famous city in France. Nenapidkori, Lille is a famous city, and very important question from Lille will come, where he conducted yeast experiment. So yeast alle use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ್ರಿ. Yeast is used in bakery to make the bread and cake soft and spongy. So there we can find what here. So a busy manufacturing town. He was happy because now he could help people with problems in their profession. People did not know have a clear understanding about yeast and germs, so he carried out yeast experiment. Again, remember, for 3 mark ellaru ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, by heart ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು. Yeast experiment will come for sure. Okay, see here, Pasteur carried out many experiments to prove that germs were carried in air and could infect other things that came into contact. His experiment with a bent long tube of a soup bottle and many bottles of soup opened in different places proved that air is full of dust particles and germs are carried by dust. Then he started what? Pasteurization. So ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಂಬರ್ರಿ, ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತಾರೆ pasteurized milk ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡೈಸ್ಡ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್. Pasteurized milk ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? The milk which is heated at 50 to 60 degrees Celsius and cooled to make the germs free, we call it as what? Pasteurization. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಹಾಲು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ್ರಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕುದೀತಾರೆ 50 to 60 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಗೇನ್ ದೇ ಕೂಲ್ ಇಟ್, ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸ್ಚರೈಸೇಷನ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್ ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಕುಡಿತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕುಡಿಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ, ವಿ ಶುಡ್ drink the pasteurized milk only. Okay, see here, Pasteur made his process of pasteurization popular by showing that heating wine, not only milk, you can heat what wine up to what temperature, 50 to 60 degrees centigrade, the germs in them made harmless. Then Pasteur founded the branch of science called as what, bacteriology, and in that he spent what, 3 years, the cause of disease running in silkworm industry. And this cow experiment, you should know what has happened in cow experiment. See, he took 2 slots, 1 slot alle tagotanri, 2 dozen ille tagotanu, and for one he gave the weak germs, the other he did not give. After some days he found that the one he has given the weak germ has survived, the one he did not give, there was all 22 of them died, 2 were about to die. This is what we can see here, anthrax experiment. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ anthrax experiment ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. Okay, so see, to cows and sheep to make them immune from anthrax. He demonstrated that this could be done by experimenting in public with 2 groups of sheep, goats and cows. The ones which were injected with weak germs survived, whereas the other groups which hadn't been injected, they died. Then finally he got one more experiment related to rabies. Rabies ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಹುಚ್ಚು ನಾಯಿ ಕಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟ, ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾಯಿ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಬ್ ನಾಯಿ ಹುಚ್ಚಿರ್ತಾವು. ಆ ನಾಯಿ ಕಚ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಸೊ ಯು ಸಫರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಡೆಡ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೀಸ್, ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ rabies. So remember what is rabies. Rabies is a disease caused by biting of mad dog. ತಿಳಿತು rabies ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಹುಚ್ಚು ನಾಯಿ ಕಡಿತಂದ್ರ. See, Pasteur showed that inoculation with weak germs worked with rabies too by injecting weak rabies into the rabies affected boy. Then finally in WW1, so First World War, Pasteur's work helped soldiers in WW1 stay healthy even while fighting in unhealthy places. Pasteur was honored by French government and his memory is still honored at Institute of Pasteur in Paris, where bacteriology is studied by men. Lastly, on his 70th birthday, he was unable to speak. His birthday was celebrated as a national festival. His son has read the message, what I have done for my country and what I have done for my education. This question will come for 3 marks for reference to contest. Nanapudkori. This statement, what I have done for my country and what I have done for my education, it is read by whom? It is read by his son on his 70th birthday, which is celebrated as national festival. And Pasteur's 70th birthday was celebrated as a national festival, and at the age of 75 he got switched off and he died. Finally, Pasteur felt the future belonged to those who shall have done the most for suffering humanity. He told youngsters that they should feel supreme happiness only when they contribute to progress and welfare of humanity. Then the last lesson from the first part is what? Very boring and very important. We can call it as moral action. ಸೊ ಮೊರಾಲ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಓದ್ರಿ ನೀವು, 1 ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಓದಿ ಏನೂ ತಿಳಿಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೋ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್, ಸೋ ಎಲಿಗೆಂಟ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ರಿಟನ್, ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಂಗೆ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಗಾಂಧೀಜಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟೀಸ್, 6 qualities. Remember, Gandhiji mentions 6 qualities of an action which qualify to be moral, and absence of which we call it as non-moral. Moral, non-moral and immoral. These are the 3 things you should know when you are studying this. Yava moor heli, moral, non-moral and immoral. See, many actions are done because they are a part of society's conviction. Without such behavior, there will be anarchy in society. Such acts are called as what? Non-moral. Act to be called moral. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೊರಾಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನಸ್ಸೇ ಬರಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮಸಾಕ್ಷಿಲೇ ಬರಬೇಕು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಒನ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ ವಿಲ್. And it should not be performed mechanically without any discrimination. A good act is not a moral act if the person does not have the intention to do well. So, results of our actions should be left to God. Alexander, this question has come. Alexander, why he is not called moral? Because Alexander, though he is a great, he was not moral. A moral act should be done without any fear or compulsion. then there should be no self-interest behind the moral act. Every honesty cannot be practiced as a best policy. It should be the only policy. Lastly, he gives the example of Saint Francis Xavier and Saint Teresa. You know who is Saint Francis Xavier? So when you go to Goa, there is in old Goa there is a church, okay, Saint Francis Xavier Church. Still now you can find what the dead body of Saint Francis Xavier, still it has not been decomposed. He has died in 1500, so nearly 500 years back he has died, and still his body is retained at very lovely place in old Goa, and he is one of the hand, he has been stored in the museum in Spain. So lastly, 6 months back when we had visited to Goa, and every 10 years it will be showcased to the people, we just got very near to it and we saw how his body still the nails will grow, still the beautiful hairs will grow. So like this the body still preserved, one of the hand, and he died at very young age, at the age of 32. So he is called moral. ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋರಿ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಯಾರು ಮೊರಾಲ್ ಅದಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರ, you should know Saint Francis Xavier and Saint Teresa. You know that Saint Teresa hold water in her right hand and the vessel in her torch in her right hand and vessel in her left hand. That one you should explain. Those two people we call it as moral, who prayed to God because they loved him. Then Henry Clay and Daniel Webster lived virtuous lives but sacrificed their virtue just once, thereby negating all the good they had done. Gandhiji finally concludes that judging the morality of a man's action is very difficult since we cannot penetrate the depths of mind. Okay. Then coming to the next one. So fast I should do, it's almost 42 minutes I am speaking now. So yes. So let us move on to what now. So I'll move on to the next one. So next lesson is which one? The eyes are not here. So I think your eyes are not here. Just focus on the very beautiful, very elegant lesson. It is The Eyes Are Not Here, written by R. Ruskin Bond. Again, it is a kind of love story you can find here. But here, instead of love story, you can say that a man who is trying to impress a girl, so how he is impressing her, so all that we can see here, and how he is trying to impress her towards him, so that all we will see. So and he was not knowing that she is blind. Blind ibru mandi blind adare, so you will try to find it. Okay, so okay, then I was talking about beautiful love, that is The Eyes Are Not Here. Yar bardari The Eyes Are Not Here, who has written? You should know that The Eyes Are Not Here is written by Ruskin Bond. Very beautiful love story. Again, a kind of love story, not a complete successful love story, where the narrator wanted to impress a beautiful girl. The narrator wanted to impress a girl here. See, the blind narrator is sitting in a train compartment. Ava ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಒಂದು ಕಂಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ದಾಗ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕುಂತಿರ್ತಾಳ. ಈ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕುಂತವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾರು ಬೇಕಲ್ರಿ. Suddenly you see that the girl will come and the girl ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಹೇಳಿ, she simply sits. They both are hiding. ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ಏನೈತಿ, not blind by birth. Remember, both are not blind by birth, especially the narrator. When he was in childhood, he was able and capable to see. See here, he is not blind by birth and can distinguish the light and darkness. A girl enters the compartment. What is the name of the railway station? Remember, the name of the railway station is Rohana. Nenapudkori railway station ಹೆಸರು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? Rohana is the railway station name. Yes, Kavya maths class in the evening I will be taking dear. Then you are having been seen off by couple who were very concerned about her safety. The narrator likes the sound of her voice. Nodri, narrator ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಅಕ್ಕಿ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಭಾಳ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಕ್ಕಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, because he has not seen, he don't have eyes, but he got impressed by her voice. Not only voice but her chapli sound. Chapli sound ಏನಂತೀವಿ, ಸ್ಲೀಪರ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಲೋ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಚಪ್ಪಲಿ ಏನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡ ನೋಡಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಿವಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಫುಲ್ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನ್ರಿ ಅವ. Next, he begins a conversation. ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ ಚಾಲು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಅವಳ ಜೊತೆ. The girl is startled. Startled means shocked. Remember, the meaning of startled is shocked or surprised. In the analogy, it will come. To know that there is someone else in the compartment, the narrator decided to hide his blindness. ಅವನು ಕುಡ್ಡದಾನ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ತೋರಿಸೋದಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ from her and speaks in very careful and clever manner. Both of them converse, making general comments about Missouri in October and scenery outside. He tries to please her, he tries to impress her. ಕಾಳಾಕತ್ತಾನ್ರಿ ಅವ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗೆ ಕಾಳಾಗ್ತಾನಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, you have a interesting face, you have a beautiful face ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನು. And she got very much happy to listen to that. He tries to please her by saying that the face is interesting, and she calls him very gallant. Gallant means what? Brave. Remember what is the meaning of gallant? Brave. The train stops at a station. The girl is eager to go, but the narrator regrets her going. He is curious to know about her hairstyle. ಅವ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಆಕಿ ಹೇರ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಹೆಂಗೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಕಿ ಕೂದಲ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹಿಡ್ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಆಕಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಹೇಳಿ, she escapes from that train. Her perfume tantalizing him. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಕಿ ಹೋದ್ಲನು ಆಕಿ ಪರ್ಫ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅವ ವೈಬ್ಸ್ ಏನೈತಲ್ರಿ, ಆಕಿದ ವೈಬ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಫೀಲ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾನಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡೋರ್ವೇ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸಿ ಲೀವ್ಸ್. ಅ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಕಂಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅ ನ್ಯೂ ಫೆಲೋ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಭೋಗಿ or compartment. The narrator asks about her hairstyle. ಆಕಿ ಕೂದಲ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗಿದ್ವು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನ of the girl, and the man says that he has not noticed her hairstyle because he did not notice the girl. He has not noticed his hairstyle. He was only noticing her hair because she was completely blind. The narrator succeeds in fooling both girl and the man about his blindness, but is also fooled very successfully by the girl about her blindness. So ಇದು ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ಮೋಸ ಆತ್ರಿ. ಅವ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕಾಳಾಕಾಗ ನೋಡಿದ, ಅಕ್ಕಿನೂ ಭಾಳ ಚಾಲು ಇದ್ಲು. ಇವನ್ ಶಿ fooled him and she went. ಸೊ ಬ್ಯಾರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅವ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಫೂಲ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದ, ಇವನ್ಗೆ ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಫೂಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಮುಗೀತು, ಏನು ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ that is what you should know here. Then coming to the very beautiful, the last third we are studying now, which is the girl who was Anne Frank, and this is very heart touching story. If you go to Google, in YouTube, if you just type the girl who was Anne Frank, you will find lakhs of videos related to her. There are 3-hour movies also you can find. If you go to Netherlands or Amsterdam, so you can find her house that is made as a museum now. That is the Anne Frank home. It is very beautiful how she wrote a diary about her sufferings during WW1. See, the diary of Anne Frank has been published in 19 languages, including German, and sold millions of copies. It had been made into play. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗಿನೂ ಏನೈತಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅ ಪ್ಲೇ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾನ್ ಅ ಪುಟ್ಲಿಸರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಅ ಮೂವಿ ಟು. ಅಟ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಟ್ಲರ್ ಯಾವಾಗಿದ್ದ ಹೇಳಿ, ಆಟೋ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕರ್. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ಆಟೋ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್? ಆಟೋ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಾದರ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನಿ ಫ್ರಾಂಕ್. And you should not forgot. Have you forgot the name of sister? Can you tell me what is the name of Anne Frank's sister? Yes, have you forgot? Sister Otto Frank. How many members are there in Otto Frank family? Remember, Otto Frank has 2 beautiful daughters. One is Anne Frank. Then who is one more sister of Otto Frank? Have you forgot? No, her name is Margot. Remember what is the name of her sister? Margot, the elder sister. And Otto Frank is having his wife. 4-member family it is. So you know that he was working, but Hitler ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ದ ಹೇಳಿ, did not keep quiet. He started invading. He wanted to become world popular. So he hated Jews, and for that purpose, what has happened when Hitler assumed leadership? He passed what anti-Jewish decree. ಏನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ದಾರಿ ಅವ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋರಿ, he passed anti-Jewish decree, and he shifted his business to where? Amsterdam. So Amsterdam में गए in Netherlands, when Hitler invaded Netherlands also, Otto Frank along his family, ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೆಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಓಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, so along with 3 members they had hid in a business office. ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು business office ಇತ್ರಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, they made a small room where they all can survive for days until the war get ends. So that name of the office we call it as annex. So what is meaning of annex, tell me? Annex ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? Annex means it is a place where they got annex is the place where they survived for 16 months. When Hitler invaded Netherlands, Otto Frank along with family and other three members, they moved to live in a secrecy in an annex above his office. They lived for 2 years, still they were detected and the officers of Nazi arrested them. Annie was very emotional and strong-willed person. She was also extrovert who felt terribly handicapped by the forced imprisonment in the annex. She starts maintaining a diary. So 16 months when they were into that annex, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕುಂತು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಆವಾಜು ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Because if they get to know somebody that somebody staying there, they would have got arrested. For 16 months they survived there, but finally their luck didn't help and they got what? Arrested. Okay, so she starts maintaining a diary in order to express her feelings and record the happening of times. The diary is kept a secret from everyone. Then what has happened next is when they are arrested by Nazi policemen, they were taken to concentration camp. Then what are concentration camps? Remember, concentration camps are jail. Our jail irtavri, alli avrige bahal torture ಮಾಡಿ ಏನೈತಿ ಕೊಲ್ತಾರೆ. That we call it as concentration camp. So ರಸ್ತೆದಾಗ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಏನೈತಿ ಹೇಳಿ, our mother will die and both the girls were taken to the girls concentration camp. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಅ ರೂಮ್, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ರೂಮ್ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಲ್ಲೋದು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಇನ್ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್ ದ ಹಿಟ್ಲರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಡನ್ ಟು ಕಿಲ್ ದ ಜ್ಯೂಸ್. So the men are separated from the woman. Mrs. Otto Frank dies. Bhal fast agi enaiti, the mother will die from the exhaustion. Exhaustion andre ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ದಮ್ ಏನಾಯ್ತಿ, ಶ್ವಾಸ due to breathing. Okay, not sufficient oxygen, she will die. Whereas the girls contract if typhoid and die after few months. Otto Frank ಏನೈತಿ, finally being a man, he will survive. ಅವನ ಜೀವನ ತುಳಿತಾನೆ. And after being informed that his family has perished, each and every one of them died in the concentration camp, he is given the diaries by Meef. Meef is BFF. ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಯಾರ್ದು? She is the best friend of the Otto Frank. Otto very sadly goes to diary and writes out copies for his mother and close friend. Through the friend, it reaches to history professor who writes an article on a Dutch newspaper. After reading that, Otto's friends urge him to publish the diary. 2 well-known publishers refuse to publish it, whereas a third one agrees to and sells more than 150,000 copies of it. Million copies sell at Britain, Japan, aided the United States. People of all ages started writing to Otto Frank and he replies individually to each of them. The diary is made into play which is enacted in 7 German cities. They are packed audience everywhere. Very houseful ittu, and people confess that they realize how bad Nazism, racial persecution and Hitler were only then. Memorials, organizations and funds are set up at her memory. Youngsters flock to her grave at Bergen-Belsen camp to pay tributes to her and to declare that such a diseased and inhuman hatred should never arise among human beings again. Annie Frank had expressed her desire to be famous writer one day. After her that, she becomes much more than that. She becomes immortal and source of inspiration and courage to oppressed communities all over the world. Then we have finished this one. Now finally the last second, that is a village cricket match. So I tell me, Dubai sir from Dubai, Rehan is from Dubai. Excellent Rehan. So from which place are you from Dubai dear? Can you just mention here? Rehan. Komal, yes. Vasant. So again yes dear. Prajwal, Hacker. Any doubt it is, kindly comment in the comment section below so that I can go through it dear. Yes. Hello sirs, Taha is there. I am from Kalburgi. Maths I will start in the evening. Sangeeta. Sir, no diesel. Yadakri diesel illa. Pawan Itigi, Hubli sir. So you are from Hubli. Very nice, Pawan. I can see you here exceedingly well. So fast we will finish now. So only 10 minutes it is. I need to finish up early as possible. Yes. So FF Gamer sir, love from Hubli. Thank you so much FF Gamer. So much love I am getting from Hubli only. Ballari Sangeeta, love from Ballari. Thank you from Ballari. Very good. FF Gamer. So let us move on to what the last one, village cricket match. So ಈ ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಭಾಳ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಐತಿ, ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಅದಾರೆ. ಇದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಏನೈತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಭಾಳ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟರ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಹೌ ಟು ಬಾಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ important thing it is. Okay, so you can just see here, this is a ball by ball account of cricket match played in the Fortherland and English village between English and Scottish players. None of the players are professionally trained. Many rules of the game are changed. Okay, changed in order to accommodate the excitement of the player. There is a lot of excitement on the ground with the fielders crowding around the batsmen and the batsmen themselves very tense. The strong sexton. So sexton yaar helri, he is to work in a church and he is to ring the bell and he is to dig the grave. Ball bantan tilkori other speed le ball vadad bidodu, so that due to his digging practice, every day dig ಮಾಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಾಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನೈತಿ ಭಾಳ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಸಿ ದ ಬಾಲ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಅ ಬಾಲ್ ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಟ್ ಅನ್ವಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ಲಿ ಬೈ ಮೈಟಿ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಬೂನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟಮಕ್. ಅವ ಇಷ್ಟು ಜೋರು ಹೊಡಿತಾನ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ನು ಹೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬಡದ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಅವ್ನು ಬಡದ್ ಕೂಡ ವಿಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೈತಿ ಒದ್ದಾಡ್ತಾನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೆನಪಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್ ಲೇಮ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಮಿತ್ ಟು ಹಿಟ್ ದ ಬಾಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಹಿಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ. Though he had a runner, the baker appointed to run on his behalf, he forgets his limbs and start running with the baker two opposite beside him. Yes, next is what we are having and three people. See the opposite batsman, two runs running and all three eyes fixed on the ball collide and fall down. Two fielders, both of them commanded to catch the ball, run together and collide with another fielder and fall down. A fourth and fix the ball. The batsman in their turn gets up and all the three start running towards the same wicket and realizing their mistake, turn back again together towards the wicket. By which time it is very late and the match was tie. After the match, where they will go? They will go to hotel. Can you name the hotel name where they will go to have the lunch? Sorry, where they will go to have. Remember the name of the hotel is Odridu Yenu. What is this? Three Horse Shoe. Remember, Three Horse Shoe is the name of a hotel where those people went to have food. Okay, this one you should remember now. Okay, Vasant, I think you are understanding, dear. Sanjana Madiwalar is there. Hello, Karan is there. Very good, dear. Then Hacker, Satish. Question answer, please, sir. As soon as I finish this, I will start question answer, dear. So I will do one thing, everyone. With this I will finish. In the next session I will come up with what? Very important question answers. All important 2 mark question, 3 mark questions, all the important questions I will be discussing very soon. So let us finish this session now. So ಏನಾರ doubt ಇತ್ತು ನನಗಿಲ್ಲೇ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. So that when you understand the lessons, then only you can able and capable to connect what the most important things ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ, that is the question answers. That one I will be dealing in the next session, that is tomorrow only. In the evening again I will come, I will do maths. ಯಾರು ಹೋಗಬಾರ್ದು, evening ತನಕ ತಡಿಬೇಕು. So what are you eating, sir? See, I am eating what? Can you guess what I am eating, dear? I am eating resins. Okay, you can find black resins. So I am eating resins currently, dear. So you can also join me. Sir, we love you, Jyoti is telling. Okay, thank you so much, dear. So Taha is there. So much love and affection I am getting. So thank you, everyone. So not wasting much time. So next time I will do. Until then everyone take care, have a good learning. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಓದಿ, ಏನೋ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇತ್ತು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ. Till then take care everyone, bye.